Did you ever stop and wonder how Johnny Depp became the man behind the myth? It's one of those things that might make you pause and think, could you ever have imagined the man who has become a style icon and an acting legend, once just another person trying to make a name for himself in Hollywood? The idea of Johnny Depp being anything other than a household name seems almost impossible, right? But believe it or not, there was actually a time when Johnny Depp was just another aspiring actor who didn't know if he'd ever make it big. That might sound crazy now, considering his long and illustrious career, but it's true. He wasn't always the larger-than-life figure he is today. Imagine a world where Johnny Depp wasn't the man we know, a man who can easily pull off a leather jacket like no one else, who can bring an unforgettable character to life on screen with ease, and who can make even the simplest bandana look like high fashion. Seems a little far-fetched now, doesn't it? But that's exactly the kind of twist and turns life took for Johnny Depp. He almost didn't make it. But he did. And not only did he make it, but he became a true icon, something very few in Hollywood ever do. So, how did this happen? How did Johnny Depp transform from a young, hopeful actor with dreams of fame into the man behind the legend, the icon who changed the game in so many ways? The answer to that question isn't just about luck or having the right opportunities at the right time, it's about who he is as a person, and how his unique style helped him shape his career and image. It's more than just the clothes he wears, or the roles he plays. It's about authenticity, about being true to yourself, and about not letting the world tell you who to be. Johnny Depp has always been one to do things his own way. And one of the most striking things about him, especially when it comes to his personal style, is that he's never been afraid to express himself in ways that others might not understand. His sense of style isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good in what he wears. From his early days in Hollywood to his later roles and public appearances, Johnny Depp has stayed true to himself and his style, even when the world wanted him to conform to the traditional expectations of a Hollywood star. Think about it, when most people think of a famous actor, they probably imagine someone in a designer suit, looking all polished, clean-shaven, and perfectly put together. But Johnny Depp? Well, he's the total opposite of that. He doesn't try to fit into the typical image of a movie star. And that's what makes him so remarkable. He's always found a way to mix high-end fashion with something more raw, something that feels real. He wears things like a leather jacket, bandanas, or vintage tees and somehow makes it look effortless, not forced or overthought. It's like he just walks into a room and owns it without even trying. And people notice. Johnny's ability to mix and match styles, the laid-back bohemian vibe with a sharp, tailored look, is what sets him apart from other actors. But his style isn't just about what he wears. It's about the way he carries himself. There's something incredibly magnetic about him. When Johnny Depp walks into a room, you feel it. You notice him. And it's not because he's trying to stand out, it's because he just is who he is. He's not trying to be anyone else. He's not putting on a facade. And that, my friends, is what makes Johnny Depp such a captivating figure. Take a look at some of his most iconic roles, Captain Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands, or Willy Wonka, and you'll start to see a pattern. These characters aren't just costumes for Johnny Depp. They're extensions of himself. They're quirky, unpredictable, and unique. Just like him. Whether it's the eccentric pirate swagger of Jack Sparrow or the awkward, yet charming, nature of Edward Scissorhands, Johnny Depp takes on these roles in a way that only he can. And what's so amazing about his performances is that they never feel forced. They feel like he's channeling something that's truly within him. And that's exactly why we remember those roles so vividly. We don't just see Johnny Depp playing a character. We see Johnny Depp becoming that character. Now, let's get into the heart of Johnny Depp's style, the clothes. The thing about Johnny's fashion choices is that they're never too much. He's not wearing clothes just for the sake of wearing them, he's wearing them because they reflect who he is, how he feels, and what he wants to project to the world. From his iconic leather jackets to his signature scarves, Johnny's style is a mix of rock and roll with a touch of sophistication. He knows how to take a simple accessory, like a scarf or a pair of sunglasses, and make it look like it was meant to be there. It's effortless but still stylish. One of the coolest things about Johnny Depp is that he can wear something super casual, like a vintage t-shirt or a worn-in jacket, and still look like he's walked out of a fashion magazine. That's what makes him stand out from the crowd. He doesn't need to try hard to look good. He just does. And that's the kind of effortless style that's so incredibly attractive. It's the kind of style that makes people stop and think, I want to dress like that. But let's not forget about his love for accessories. Johnny Depp is known for wearing rings, bracelets, and necklaces, the more, the better. And it's not just about looking cool. The accessories Johnny wears have meaning. They represent different aspects of his life, from his beliefs to his experiences. His jewelry, in a way, tells the story of who he is. It's a visual representation of his personality. And it's a big part of what makes his style so unique. If you take a deeper look at Johnny Depp, you'll realize that his fashion choices go beyond what he wears on the red carpet. Johnny Depp's style is a reflection of his personality, his passions, and his interests. Whether it's his tattoos or his love for music, everything about him is interconnected. And when it comes to his music, Johnny Depp is just as passionate as he is about acting. He's not just a man who happens to act in movies. He's an artist through and through. His band, the Hollywood Vampires, is just another way for him to express himself. And it's clear that his fans appreciate his authenticity. They appreciate that Johnny Depp isn't just a one-dimensional actor, he's a multifaceted artist. Now, you might be wondering how you can incorporate some of Johnny Depp's unique style into your own life. Well, the good news is that you don't have to be Johnny Depp to look effortlessly cool. There are some simple things you can do to channel his style. First of all, remember that confidence is key. Johnny doesn't second-guess his wardrobe choices. He wears what feels right for him. So, if you want to channel a bit of his style, start by wearing what makes you feel good. Don't try to fit into trends or follow what everyone else is doing. Just be yourself. Another tip is to mix high and low. Johnny Depp's style is all about taking something casual, like a t-shirt, and pairing it with something a little more polished, like a well-tailored jacket. It's all about balancing comfort and style. And when it comes to accessories, don't be afraid to layer them. Johnny Depp is known for wearing rings, bracelets, and necklaces, and it works because he owns it. So, add a few accessories to your outfit, and see how it changes your look. Lastly, don't be afraid to mix things up. Johnny Depp is always experimenting with his style, and that's part of the fun. If you want to channel his vibe, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Try something new, and have fun with it. Remember, Johnny Depp's style isn't about copying exactly what he does, it's about finding your own way to express yourself, just like he does. Johnny Depp has always been a living example of embracing individuality in a world that often encourages conformity. From the very beginning of his career, Johnny's choices were never about blending into the Hollywood mold. He wasn't interested in being just another pretty face on the red carpet or another actor in a crowd of similar-looking movie stars. What set him apart, even when he was still a rising star, was his unwavering commitment to staying true to himself, both in the roles he chose and the persona he crafted. It wasn't about following trends or playing it safe. Johnny was always determined to carve out his own path, no matter how unconventional or unpredictable it might seem to others. When it comes to his acting roles, Johnny Depp has always been someone who challenges expectations. His career is filled with characters that are quirky, eccentric, and sometimes downright bizarre, but it's this very unpredictability that has made him such an iconic actor. He's not someone who would ever take on a role simply because it's what's expected of him or because it's the popular choice at the time. Take Captain Jack Sparrow, for example. This character could have easily been a stereotypical, swashbuckling pirate with a tough exterior and little more than a one-dimensional personality. But Johnny made the choice to make Jack Sparrow unique. He was funny, flawed, deeply complex, and almost completely unpredictable in his behavior. he didn't play it safe with the character. He made bold choices that turned what could have been a standard pirate role into one of the most memorable characters in cinematic history. That willingness to take risks and show audiences something new is what truly set Johnny apart from other actors of his time. But Johnny's individuality goes beyond just his acting. His fashion choices are another perfect example of his refusal to fit in. While most movie stars and celebrities follow trends set by designers and stylists, Johnny Depp has never been afraid to go his own way. His personal style doesn't follow the polished, well-groomed look of traditional Hollywood. Instead, it's a reflection of his love for things that are unique, imperfect, and authentic. He's known for his bohemian-inspired wardrobe, long scarves, layered rings, leather jackets, and eccentric hats. It's an eclectic mix of old-school rock and roll and modern boho, but somehow it always feels fresh, never forced. Johnny's fashion is the ultimate expression of his personality, unfiltered, raw, and not concerned with what anyone else might think. And that's exactly why it resonates with so many people. Johnny Depp isn't trying to impress anyone with his wardrobe, he's simply dressing the way that feels right for him. Music is yet another aspect of Johnny Depp's life where his individuality shines through. Many people may not know that Johnny has always had a deep passion for music. He's a guitarist and has been part of several bands, most notably the Hollywood Vampires, a group that blends rock and roll with a touch of rebelliousness, much like Johnny himself. His love for music isn't about fame or making a career out of it, it's about expressing himself in another form. He doesn't perform for the spotlight, he performs because it's an extension of his soul. He's not just an actor who dabbles in music for fun, he's someone who has a genuine passion for the craft. And just like his acting and fashion, Johnny doesn't play by the typical rules of the music industry. He's not trying to fit into a box, he's just doing what feels right for him, and in the process, he's created music that speaks to a wide range of people. What we can all learn from Johnny Depp is that authenticity is the key to making a lasting impact. In a world where so many people are caught up in the pressures to look a certain way, act a certain way, or conform to expectations, Johnny Depp stands as a beacon of individuality. He's someone who doesn't apologize for being himself, and it's that unapologetic authenticity that has earned him the respect and admiration of millions around the world. Whether it's through his roles, his fashion, his music, or simply the way he carries himself in the public eye, Johnny Depp shows us that it's not about fitting in. It's about standing out, embracing what makes you different, and owning who you are with pride. And if there's one thing we should take away from his life and career, it's that being true to yourself will always be in style, no matter what the world may say. So, what do you think? Do you love Johnny Depp's rebellious, laid-back style, or do you prefer a more polished, classic look? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, I'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more celebrity style insights and inspiration. I can't wait to see you in the next video.